What that means, it's time for Thoughtful Thursday with Cradle Inspired Enterprises. So good to be here this evening. Looking forward to another great little bit of time with you as we prepare for another weekend, another time to relax. Um, Hello, Keitha. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I'm going to invite a few more friends while we wait so that we can all be here together and get our end of the week inspirational pop. I like that. Inspirational pop. That's what we're getting. So I'm inviting a few friends. I'm asking you to please do the same. Please invite some friends to be with us this evening as we just chat a little bit about some things. So hopefully, let's see. Oh, yes, I see you coming on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. I keep saying I wish there was a way we could do this in just one fell swoop, but it doesn't work like that. So anyway, if you would take an opportunity, please, to join, to ask some of your friends to join us. Hi, Pam. Thank you. There's my brother Ira. So thank you guys so much. We're going to wait about another minute and then we'll get started with this week's episode of Thoughtful Thursday with Cradle Inspired Enterprises. I hope you all had an awesome day. I know I did. It was wonderful. You know, part of the reason is because now I've gone through it. I made it through another day. So that's really always a good thing when we can make it through another day. It's 8:17, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, if you haven't done so already, please invite some others to join us this evening. So good evening and welcome to the March 12th, 2020 edition of Thoughtful Thursday with Cradle Inspired Enterprises. I'm your host, Dr. Marcia Gibbs Cradle, and I'm so very glad that you are here this evening. Thank you, Pam. That's something new for the studio. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we're going to start off like we've been doing for all of 2020. We start off with a quote, and our quote for this week is, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." I thought, and that's by Anne Frank. I thought that was a powerful quote. And friends, this quote is a great segue into our topic this week. So guess what our topic is for this week? I know you can't guess because I haven't given you any hints. But our topic for this week is take me to the next phase. Yes, take me to the next phase. The Isley Brothers song of the same name inspired our topic for tonight. Now, I know some of you, I know my brother Ira is already singing because he knows this song. Take me to the next phase. Yes. So you're probably already starting to sing. Yes, you know the words. I wish I could see you because I know that some of you are singing and dancing right now. Well, friends, we are 10 weeks into the new year. That's hard to believe, but we are 10 weeks into the new year, and I am working on my next phase. You see, I made a New Year's goal to take my gift, and we have to call it what it is. Every one of you has a gift as well. So we have to take our gift. That's what I did. I made a goal to take my gift to a new level this year. Now, I don't know what your goals are, but how many of you trust and believe that whatever your goal is, that you can take it higher? You want to take it high. That's another song from the 70s. I think it was Sly and the Family Stone that talks about taking it higher. So we're taking it to a new phase. Well, I'm just crazy enough to believe that I can and I will go to another level. However, remember, we've talked about this before. We've discussed it on many occasions. We've talked about putting in the work to make it work. We cannot and should not expect our next level to come by osmosis. Most of us committed to the plan. When you joined us this year at the 3rd Annual Sister Circle Summit, committed to the plan. That's what many of us did. We committed to the plan. But have we actually written the plan out? Have we conferred with sound counsel? That's something that in my studies, I was studying for something that I do, a prayer call that I do weekly. And one of the things that the Bible tells us is that we have to study and confer with sound counsel. So have you had a talk with sound counsel about what your goals are? Have we set deadlines? Have you set long-term and short-term goals? You see, all of these things are required. You have to do those things in order to go to the next level, to the next phase. Like the Asley brothers said, we're going to take it to the next phase, baby. Yes, we are. The good news is that there's some steps that we can take in pursuit of our goals. So here's some things that we can do to ensure success. Number one, we have to aim high. You might start low, but you have to aim high. You have to start with the end. You have to begin with the end in mind, okay? And you have to celebrate the small wins and keep going. The goal may seem overwhelming at first, but if you break the goal down into smaller pieces, it'll make it easier and it will be done. The second thing that we can do is not to let others set goals for us. Don't listen. Your goals may actually look, and they actually should look different from other people's goals. So don't let someone else set your goals for you. It's hard to believe in and hard to implement what you don't believe in. So don't let other people set your goals. The third thing is to be clear about what success looks like. Again, your success will not look like someone else's success. So make sure you're clear about what success looks like for you. The fourth thing is to understand why the goal is important. If the goal is truly not important, it is really just a thought. That was powerful for me. If the goal is truly not important, it's really just a thought. So when you identify the why, you'll have a stronger sense of purpose, and having a sense of purpose keeps you motivated. And the next thing you need to do is track your performance. There's an adage that says what gets measured gets done. So keep up with what you're doing. And when it gets hard, look back at what you've already achieved. There's nothing like looking back and seeing that you've already done some things. So take the time to look back at what you've already achieved. I'm going to go over those again really quickly. One, the first thing you have to do is aim high. Start low, celebrate the small wins, okay? The second thing is to not let others set the goals for you. The third one is to be clear about what success looks like for you. The fourth one is understand why the goal is important to you. And the fifth one is track your performance. Keep a little journal. We've talked about that before too. Write it down when you do something really good. Don't just let it go, okay? These are just a few suggestions to help us as we take it to the next phase. We don't want to be among the 92% of people who fail to reach their goals. That was something that Forbes magazine, a study that they sponsored, it said that 92% of people fail to reach their goals. That's an alarming number. We can do this. We can be among the 8% that make it happen. Remember, you have a destiny and you must be committed to the plan. There's a special plan for your life, and if the plan is to be effective, you must be in the right position and follow through with what you know to be right. Don't feed into the negative foolishness going on around you. And trust me, I know there are times when people will try you. Like we've said, that's a topic for another Thoughtful Thursday. We're going to talk about when people try you. But listen, work hard to surround yourself with positive people. We already know that we're destined for greatness. We already know that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We already know that people are going to try to imitate and sabotage our plan, but always remember, imitators ain't the real thing. Margarine don't taste like butter, and as my daddy said, turkey ain't meant to be bacon. So make sure you're playing your position. Be authentic, kind, optimistic, and be positive. Be willing to go against the grain and do the right thing, even when no one's looking. That's called integrity. Be the one who sets the positive tone. Be the one who stands up and speaks for right. Be the one who's marching for justice, kindness, and goodwill toward others. Be the one. Do not let the negative and uninformed actions of others affect or infect your positive space. Protect your positive energy and calm experiences, also known as peace. I also want to remind you this week to be careful as we're going through a pandemic. The main thing that I'm reading and that's consistent is be sure to wash your hands, cover your mouth, and do those things that, they taught us when we were little. Do the sing the birthday song when you're washing your hands. Okay? I want you all to be safe because I want to see you here next week. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with me. I pray peace for you in all that you do, and I'll see you next week. I love each and every one of you. Have an awesome weekend.